Today we have a very interesting projectile from Brian from Northern California. These are tipped with a 27 caliber safety strip load. We'll go with that name. Safety is our #1 priority. The slug itself is bored all the way through, kind of like a little barrel. The slug is constructed of aluminum or aluminium if you're in Europe. And with the included booster charge, the overall weight is about ½ an ounce or 14 grams. We have a pretty basic load recipe consisting of 18 grains of Alliant E3, an FS12 gas seal, and a leather support wad. It's kind of cool. And we'll also be utilizing the good old mech straight wall Sabo. I haven't used those for a while because I don't think they even make them anymore, and I just have a limited quantity of those, but they're very reliable. We will be using full rifling today for these, and with this recipe we should be seeing around 1,500 feet per second. Let's hit it.
I've grown up around shotguns, deer hunting all my life with shotguns for the most part, some with rifles, and from Texas and grew up in Indiana originally, and it was in town and Jeff invited me out to do a little bit of shooting with him.
I sure do appreciate it. So yeah, it was just pure luck you were in town. You're checking out the giant sequoias. We are at the gateway to the sequoias, and it was, you know, it was just pure luck that we were able to make this work. So I really appreciate you coming out here.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Last week we were testing the very powerful and heavy Warhammer slug. I thought it'd be a pretty smart idea to make sure our red dot is still zeroed and also familiarize Dusty with the shotgun and also the way we film. The calibration shots are done just with a 1 ounce Foster slug. And I'm really glad we did this because the Gowatar red dot was knocked out of zero a little bit. He took a second shot to just verify this. Then we gave it about 4 clicks to the right and 2 clicks down, and that got us much closer in the ballpark. We gave it 1 more click to the right and called it good enough. Now this is the first time we've had any issues like this with that Gowatar, and viewers have been wanting us to keep them abreast on how that thing's holding up. Now it's time to finally test out the backfire slug. Remember, these are ½ an ounce, so we'll probably see slightly different ballistics than we did with the 1 ounce Foster slug.
Okay, we're about 20, what is it, 23 yards? Is that what we figured out?
I moved it up.
Oh,
It should
okay.
be right at 20 yards.
And hopefully our lab radar will get a reading. It read your 45 perfectly. We'll see what these do. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, shooting at the dummy Brandon there. Just whenever you're ready, I'm good.
Alrighty, here we go.
Oh, that looks pretty good. Oh, we got a reading.
1535.
Oh, it's a little faster than I thought. 1535.
Here we go.
Oh, that looks pretty good.
All right, we had some outstanding spin stability and our safety strip load actuated. And for the benefit of the people that aren't paying attention, again, we are using a fully rifled barrel. Now, as you can see, it did shoot a little bit high, so yeah, the ballistics are slightly different than our 1 ounce Foster slug.
All right. Well, look, I couldn't tell when you shot it if it actually activated or not. We're going to use the word activate. And you can see it's all black and everything. Shot a little bit high, a little higher than the Foster slugs. Being a light projectile, that often happens. Doesn't always happen, but it often happens. This shows you the difference in ballistics between a really heavy slug and a really light one.
Oh yeah, definitely that black is it's melted, burnt.
Yeah. I was hoping for a big cloud of smoke, but maybe the others will do that. I don't know. We will find out. And we found it buried in the Kevlar there. You can see that most of the blank is still in there. You can see the crimp, but it blew the base of it off. and then blew everything out the back too. So it kind of blew out both ends, I guess. Very interesting. Okay, so far the lab radar, it kind of likes being out a little bit further like that. It's actually a couple feet to the right and, I don't know, 6 inches in front of the muzzle. It seems to pick up the shotgun sound pretty well from that distance. We'll see if we have continued reliability. There you go.
Ooh, bunch of black in it.
Yeah, that one worked. So we had 1543 on that. It's reading good now. Amazing. There you go.
Bunch of black in it.
Yeah.
In this test, I saw something that just really didn't make sense to me at first. After all, we have a blank that is facing backwards, firing backwards through a hollow tube in the slug itself, yet we didn't see a big blast shooting out the back. After all, everything takes the path of least resistance, except in this case. On the base of the slug is just a couple pieces of aluminum foil tape that's holding in the BP booster charge. You could poke through that with a toothpick very easily, and that should be the path of least resistance. It's always fascinating when a test does the exact opposite of what you would expect to see. Let's continue on.
That was a little better, and Dusty's blaming himself, you know, and it's all, if it was factory ammo, yeah, but you know, this is experimental stuff, and things don't always fly exactly where you think they're gonna fly. But yeah, that one definitely went off. It activated, leaving a big old black mark. There's no doubt that it actuated on that hit. Even just hitting gel, it'll go off though. Okay, we got the creepy head. Okay, where are you gonna aim?
I'm gonna put it right on his nose.
Okay.
There we go.
1584. That's pretty good for 18 grains of E3.
I gotta say that Dusty is doing great. He even called his shot, hitting it right on the nose, just on the tip. And once again, the blast went forward, not backwards, completely contrary to what I expected to see. Check out the teeth flying out. What a great shot. Now the slug is traveling at a supersonic speed of about Mach 1.3, so it appears everything is traveling forward faster than the blast wave is going backwards.
All right, what happened?
Oh, he blew all his teeth out. It's just no more.
His tooths. Not all of them. He's got a couple left. Right on the tip of the nose, though. Look at that.
Swallowed that bullet.
I can't believe that just hitting the tip of the nose was enough to activate it. Yeah, it's still in good shape though. Is that where it exited?
Exited right there.
Okay.
On there.
Right on the tip of the nose, and you called it too. You said you were going to aim at the nose, and
Teeth coming out.
that's a big, you know, but you know that's kind of a big nose, so it's not that impressive, you know. No, that's good, man. You're doing well.
At least they're shooting good.
Yeah. All right, Dusty insisted on shooting the lead plate. Actually, I said if we don't shoot the lead plate, people get upset. That's literally what I said. Did I say literally?
Yep.
I try to avoid that word. It's so overused. Okay, let's see if his magic aiming holds out. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Here we go.
So you're aiming a little bit low on that one, I guess.
That's exactly where I was aiming.
Yeah. See, you start chasing your tail, and then it goes exactly where you want it to do. Gosh.
All right. Here we go.
The shot on the 30-pound lead plate is another interesting test. Again, we expect to see a jet of fire and smoke shoot out the back of the slug, but again, that didn't happen. As the slug craters into the plate, one would think the only path for the gases to escape would be out the back. the blast still went forward and reflected off the hemispheric crater. Now, we usually think of inertia only affecting physical objects, tangible objects, but not an energy wave, or in this case, a little microblast. So this was really quite an eye-opening series of tests.
The world famous lead plate. I ran out of gold paint. That's why it's kind of gray right now. But where were you aiming on that? Pretty much right there?
Right where it hit.
Yeah. But not super deep, but a pretty good cavity there. Nothing like that. Woo. Okay, the simulated Sasquatch neck. I think it's... Oh, you're doing better. 1557. Okay, anytime you're ready. Oh, you're doing better. Okay, so that was a very accurate one. It hit where you were aiming at in the dead center. And it leaves a really cool wound track that you just can't miss. Wow. Went right through the bone there. And then I didn't think there was any more bone to spit out, but it blew out the rest of the bone, basically, all the vertebrae. All right, 50 yards. You think you can hit it?
We'll see if we can.
We'll see if the slugs are up to it. I have confidence you can hit it. I'm not so confident about the slugs, but the last couple shots have been pretty good. And I wouldn't use any holdover or anything at that range. 50 yards though. Easy shot for a 22, but homemade 12 gauge projectiles, not so easy. Okay, I'm ready.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, hit. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, hit. All right, so where were you aiming to center?
Right about right there.
Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. That would have taken care of the bad guy, I guess. Slowed him down a little bit. I wonder if can you smell it and see if it went off?
It's not black. I don't think it did. There's no black around the hole.
Oh, okay.
At all. On the exit side is clean too. There's not much of
that one may not have gone off. Which is surprising. The nose on that green goblin thing was enough to set it off.
All right. Here we go.
All right. Oh,
I think that's gonna look pretty cool.
that's pretty good.
It was right beside the other hole.
Yeah, you had a good elevation and everything on it. And it went in farther than I thought it would. Oh!
The backfire slug actually did quite well on our clear ballistic block. It went almost the full 16 inches and then sprung back a little bit. It left an enormous temporary wound cavity. There's a lot of blackening in there as if it kind of cauterized its own wound. And again, we see the blast wave being propelled forward by inertia rather than shooting out the back like we expect it to happen. After all, these are the backfire slugs. My expectation was to see a big blast wave coming out the back, causing it to accelerate the slug even more like a jet thruster, but that just never happened.
Good at that.
All right, Dusty, what happened? It was a good shot, man.
Oh yeah. Went farther into the gel block than we thought it was going to go. We only thought it'd go maybe a little less than half, and we're almost made it all the way out the block.
I was thinking 10 inches, 8 inches, something like that. So it did really good penetration-wise.
Left a nice black track. You can still see the blank end of the blank down there.
Yeah, the note or the base of it. It's all caved in from the compression. The gel's definitely hard enough to set that off. And then, yeah, rotate it, and maybe it's kind of hard to tell. You're exactly on the other track of the other slug from the other day.
Almost identical,
but
just barely.
Yeah, it's better than no gel block test. Very cool. Yeah, that was our last one. It's like, you better make this one count, man. And he did it. So overall, not bad.
Yeah.
I can't blame you. You did great.
Couple of them flew kind of funny. I think. Other than that, good day of shooting.
Yeah, I really appreciate you coming out here and helping me. And
thank you for
if you ever want to do it again and you're in the area, then come on out, man.
Definitely.
But thank you, and thank you everyone for sharing this with us and all that good stuff. And I think that's it.
I want to give a quick thank you to our channel members and our Patreon supporters. And honestly, it would be difficult to do this without you. Also, thank you, Dusty, for coming out and helping me out. I hope you enjoyed it and weren't too bored. Now, Dusty was telling me about all the different channels he liked to watch, and it was kind of a dream for him to star in a video like this. So I hope we made some memories for you and you had a good time.